season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
And no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's Minshew. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Minshew, 1st and 10. Over the middle, into the hands of Woods. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The numbers on the ground for Carter a week ago. 18 carries, 73 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Carter straight ahead. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Off play action, it's Minshew. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll have Lamar Jackson calling the shots, the former Heisman Trophy winner from Louisville.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. On third down, Jackson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Nifty move. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll run with Carter. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, right back to Carter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Carter once more. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. A give up the middle to Carter. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Minshew. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Open man lamb. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Called out a very strong gain of 24. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Minshew sets to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick here is good. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. But now he appears to be in some pain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd and 9. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
But this is a football game, right?
It is.
You like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Chase Young, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Throw right side complete to Dotson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's got a man complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off, because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they run the option on 2nd down. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
How about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Here's Jackson to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Smith catches left side. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. This one complete to Coates. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then it curls back inside for the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he stopped immediately there. Throwing on 2nd down. Minshew. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. A 3rd field goal of the 1st half. Not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Caught by Woods. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He'll dump this off to Carter, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Here's Minshew. Brought in by Coates. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Touchdown, Washington. Devontae Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once, maybe defensively. Now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2, 3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once one comes out, as you noted, you think there's an opportunity for more. This is where you have to get with that guy and say, all right, they're going to come after you, but we believe in your talents. Take care of the football, and let's go.
Ball start, offense.
They get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. It'll be Minshew again. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Minshew. That is caught by Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. Enzo has still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now Jackson. Able to get this to Gordon. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Jackson on 1st down. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stock troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. And This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
And save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Throw right side complete to Carter. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Minshew. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Chase Young. Play really setting the tone for this third quarter. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 39 yards. They're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
From the 29, Jackson working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, the defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And Minshew will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a 2 seed, but as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that, but even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first.
Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 3rd and 1. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
As an unbiased observer,
Field goal range, punt, go for it, but as you said, they picked it up. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
and that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. Jackson now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24, Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Jackson. Right side caught by Jackson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. Now a toss here, short side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Jackson. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We're always on here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw it. Minshew out to his left. His throw incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Minshew sets to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Dallas offense. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he'll be marked.
Find the dead zone and find the first down, and that's what he just did.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. After this, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. It's Knox, the tight end. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Now Jackson. This is caught. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive,
they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Point after here coming up. He's got it, and it's 24-17. So this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. As the Commanders make their way out on offense, let's take a peek at the playoff picture in the NFC. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Now Minshew. A throw to the flat for Carter. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is out of bounds right around the 30. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Here's Carter. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They'll look to throw. Throw right side complete to Carter. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to the 4th time today. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2.
Excellent.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now down around his goal line. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And Jackson throwing once more. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, just like last play. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Britton. And he'll take this for about 4 to the 46-yard line. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
You can see the
Jackson will throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And a little floater there is incomplete. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dawson Knox from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Minshew. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Minshew's throw complete there to Smith. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Here's Minshew. And he rifles one incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Minshew. That's complete to Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Minshew. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On 1st down, it's Stokes, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A handoff for Carter. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Another tote for Carter. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He's hit 3 times already, and this for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but